What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are reacting to the brand new teaser trailer for Fallout. This is probably going to be another The Boys, another House of the Dragon, another The Last of Us, probably going to be an immensely popular show. We have talked about it. We are more than likely going to be doing reactions to this series when it launches later next year. I'm looking forward to it. I actually don't know too much about the game. I know the idea and the concept of the game, but outside of that, I really don't know anything. I know that this show is being produced and is being adapted to a series by Christopher Nolan's brother, Jonathan Nolan, and his wife, Lisa Joy, who obviously did Westworld, which was very successful on HBO. So it seems like they also worked very closely with the game developers and the company who made the original games to translate and adapt this to a TV series. So usually I feel pretty good about that because The Last of Us, if it proved anything, was that they really cared about adapting a really good story. So I can't wait.
It's possible.
Absolutely.
It's possible. It's naysaying in the face of people who would say that you cannot adapt a video game truthfully to a piece of media. I have a little bit of experience with Fallout. I played and I got really addicted to the world mechanics. So the gameplay is like you can go in and customize your build of your character to like however you want. There's thousands of guns. There's thousands of ways to modify them. It's just like fully kind of open. But little did I know that I have an older PlayStation 4, and at a very particular point, it just crashed. The game just kept crashing and crashing and crashing on me. So I couldn't get past like the first, I don't know, 20% of the game. And so I'm missing a lot. Like I just have just the beginning context with like the bomb that didn't go off and then they're praising it and just there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening. So I'm a little bit familiar, not a lot of bit familiar, but I think you're right. I think this is going to be another banger show.
Let's do it. Also, it's worth mentioning if you want to see the uncut reactions for everything that we watch on this channel, you can see those on Patreon, link down below. Pretty much anything that's been popular in the last few years, we have watched it. Also, check out the Chexicans podcast on the Chexicans channel. Lots of good stuff on there. And
the Reforged are coming back, baby.
Absolutely. I cannot wait. All right, ready?
All right, ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I thought there was something wrong with my headphones for a second.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Stop! Lucy!
Oh, going out into the wilderness, eh?
Yep, into the wild. That's Santa Monica? That looked like Santa Monica.
Vault dwellers are an endangered species.
Totally.
I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here. If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Oh, good Lord. Yowza.
That's really
pretty funny.
fucking funny.
That's
really funny.
Oh my God. Oh, Lord.
All right, the soldiers look good.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day.
So this is a lot more graphic than I thought it was.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty graphic, yeah. Okay, all of this looks vaguely familiar, so I think it's what I've played so
I think
far.
that's Walton Goggins.
Unless I see it with
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I grabbed a moldy one.
What?
That moldy coffee.
Oh, no, not the dog. Kyle MacLachlan, can't go wrong there.
Wow, okay. Okay, those were
Oh,
fingies.
shit. Oh, that's before. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's pretty scary.
Yeah. Immediately no. Wow. April 12th.
All All right.
Yeah, and I believe I believe the season is 8 to 10 episodes long, so it's gonna run all the way into June, which is cool. I'm excited to also dive into something new, because any opportunity that we get to discover something new, especially when it's based on something that people love and we maybe don't know it that well, it's fun to kind of dive. I always tell people, you know, a lot of people ask me, do you play the video games or read the books before you see the movie? And I say, no, I don't, because I don't want the game or the book to usually influence my opinion of something. Now, obviously with something like Fallout, it's been around for quite a while now, so anyone who has played it has already, you know, been through it and all that stuff. But that looks really slick. I'm super stoked to check that out. My biggest complaint, and I always say this, your trailer should be in higher quality on YouTube. I shouldn't be seeing pixels.
Only 1080p? What's going on here?
Yeah, come on, Bezos. What is this?
I think everything looks really solid, actually. I mean, obviously, the story will tell if this is going to be good or not, but it feels like this is very buttoned up on both sides, at least as far as the marketing goes and the look of the VFX goes. So hopefully they spent that much time and attention on the story as well. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with how the story ends in the video game, just really kind of how it begins. And so we'll see. I'm excited for it. I think it looks dope. I'm really pumped to get into that one when it comes out. It'll be the first show I watch as a 40-year-old. The dreaded 4-0. Just a couple weeks before.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
Why did I say that out loud?
God, it hurts. Everything.
Anyways.
I agree. Yeah, I can't wait. And, you know, just like with The Last of Us, you got to assume that they know the pressure is on. They got to deliver. And if there are things that they alter from the video game, they got to justify why they're doing that. And that is either through the story or, you know, a lot of people love to watch the behind the scenes material. Hopefully they're able to really justify if they make major changes. But usually most of the time when good shows or movies do that, they have really good reasons for why they do that. So, you know, video game audiences are very, very, I don't know if more so than book people, but than book readers, but they are very, very particular about their adaptations. And I think that's kind of the hard part when you do these adaptations of video games. Video games are kind of endless in a lot of ways. You can go in so many different directions, but stories, you know, for movies and shows, especially when you're doing 10 episodes, you have to really figure out, how do I take this 40-hour, 48, 60, 120-hour gameplay and whittle the story down to be cohesive and to be entertaining and action-packed and fulfilling for everybody? Because, again, they're not just making shows for gamers. They're making shows for people like us who we don't know it that well, but we're still intrigued by high production value, really great storytelling, intrigued by good imagery. So, yeah, it's always a tricky balance. But so far, like, it's a good trailer to show off kind of what the style and the tone and sort of what the concept could be. So I'm into it. And I can't wait for us to watch it next year. So
100%. I hope they learned from episode 3 of The Last of Us, because that was a huge departure from the video game, but it was one of the best moments of television of the past year. It was so good, and it wasn't part of the game. So yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's doable. We just got to have a smart writing team. Hopefully, you know, the writer's strike worked well and everybody's motivated to like keep it moving. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, if you're a fan of the game, or even if you're not and you don't maybe know the game that well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, what you thought about this first look at Fallout and whether or not you think that we should watch it next year. We most likely will, but you know, we want to know who in our audience will be excited to watch that along with us. Check out the uncut reactions as well on Patreon. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel and the Check Skins channel for the latest videos. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.